than the clatter of plates and forks. For a brief second, the entire diner froze, as if time itself had been shocked into silence. Nora Hale sat in her wheelchair near the window, her half-finished cup of coffee trembling as her hands shook, not from weakness, but from humiliation. Her cheek burned, her ears rang, and the laughter that followed felt sharper than the slap itself. In that moment, the world seemed to shrink into a cruel little room where kindness had no seat at the table. If you believe that kindness still matters, that people deserve second chances, and that standing up for the vulnerable can change lives, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel Soulful Heart Story. Your support keeps stories like this alive. Nora had come to the diner for one simple reason: normalcy. She wanted to feel like everyone else for an hour, to watch the daylight spill across the tiled floor, to smell frying eggs and coffee, and to forget, just briefly, the accident that had taken her ability to walk 2 years ago. She never asked for sympathy. She never asked for attention. But attention found her anyway, in the form of three restless young men who mistook her silence for weakness. Their mocking started quietly, whispers and smirks, then grew louder, crueler, until one of them leaned in too close. When she asked him to step back, his patience snapped. The slap came fast, careless, and public. No one moved. A few heads turned away. A waitress hesitated, fear tightening her shoulders. Nora felt smaller than she ever had, not because she was sitting down, but because she was alone. She focused on her hands, willing them to stop shaking, fighting the familiar urge to apologize for existing. The men left soon after, laughing as if they had won something. The bell above the door jingled, and with it, the last of Nora's hope slipped out into the afternoon. She stayed, not because she wanted to, but because leaving felt like surrender. Outside, the sun was bright, the day almost offensively beautiful. Inside, the diner settled back into its routine, pretending nothing had happened. An hour passed slowly. Coffee was refilled. Plates were cleared. Nora stared out the window, wondering how many people had seen her pain, and decided it wasn't their problem. Then the sound came. Low at first. A distant rumble that grew stronger with every second. Engines, not one or two, but many. The windows began to vibrate slightly, and heads turned again, this time with curiosity. The diner door opened, and the daylight was briefly blocked by leather jackets, broad shoulders, and heavy boots. A group of bikers walked in, their presence filling the room like a sudden change in weather. They did not shout. They did not threaten. They simply looked around, eyes sharp, reading the room. One of them noticed Nora immediately. The red mark on her cheek had not faded. Something shifted among them, an unspoken understanding passing between strangers. Chairs scraped softly as they took seats nearby, forming a quiet circle of protection. Their calm was powerful, deliberate. It said everything without saying a word. The same men who had laughed earlier happened to be outside, lingering near their car. When they glanced through the window and saw who now sat inside, their confidence drained away. They did not come back in. They did not laugh again. The world, it seemed, had finally noticed Nora. One biker gently helped steady her coffee cup when he passed. Another paid her bill without drawing attention. No speeches, no heroics, just presence, just humanity. Nora felt something warm rise in her chest, something she hadn't felt in a long time. Safety. If this story is touching your heart, if you feel that quiet strength and compassion still matter, please take a moment to like, share, and engage with this video. It truly helps more people find stories like this. Before the end, we have one special request for you. Please comment the word kindness below if you believe small actions can change someone's entire day. As the bikers left, engines roaring back to life under the open sky, Nora watched them go with tears in her eyes. The diner felt different now, bigger, lighter. She realized that even on the hardest days, when cruelty strikes without warning, kindness can still walk in the door, unexpected, unstoppable, and strong enough to make the world feel safe again.